I'm Felicia,
And I'm Ian.
and we are the Paranormal Lovers.
Hello, paranormal dudes, dudettes, dudays. Welcome back to another episode of the Paranormal Lovers.
Hey guys,
Hey guys,
thanks for joining us for another episode, number 142.
sorry if I sound like I'm sick.
He is a little bit, but that's because he did yard work. This week, while looking for a topic, I was thinking about my brother. If you're new here, you may not know that last summer I lost my brother in a single vehicle accident in Charlotte.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about him a lot lately and wanted to cover a topic from the city that he lived in. So this week we're going to be looking into the hauntings at Queen's University in Charlotte.
Nice.
But first, what did you love about this week?
Let's see. I got the garage cleaned out.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot.
That's gonna help me be able to work on the house a little bit.
Mm-hmm. That'll be nice.
Yeah, fix some cars, that sort of stuff.
It's good. Give us some space to get a washer and dryer in and out of there.
Yeah. What did you love about this week?
I love that I could take a day off.
Yeah.
And not have to worry about running out of money.
Yeah.
Because I work for Reach of Haywood County, which is an amazing domestic violence organization, and they give me fucking sick time and PTO that I can use for mental health days.
That's amazing.
So that's nice. I got to take an extra day. I'm in the Loodle phase of my cycle, and I was just not feeling. We had a rough day one day this week, and I was not feeling it Friday. So I was like,
yeah,
probably best if I don't go in because I might quit my job today.
Right.
So I just stayed home, and I felt much better when I went in yesterday.
Sure.
So I am truly thankful for this job. It is very stressful working with the general public. There's some other issues we have, but I make bank. I have an amazing schedule. I get to take time off.
You help people.
I get to help people. Yep. Like, we're good. All right. So before we begin, I'm going to give a warning for suicide. Sadly, you usually don't get a haunted school without one or two, just so you are aware. And in case you forgot, it's Queen's University in Charlotte.
Okay.
Charlotte, which actually makes more sense.
Let me Google
it. Yeah, it's actually really nice. This school began in 1857 as the Charlotte Female Institute, located at College and 9th Streets. It was founded and operated by Reverend Robert Burwell and his wife, Margaret Ann Burwell. After they left the school, it was ran by Elizabeth Webb Long as Long Seminary? Two completely different things. From 1891 to 1896. In 1896, it became affiliated with the Presbyterian Synod of North Carolina and underwent another name change, this time to the Presbyterian College for Women. The school moved from its initial location to 600 through 616 North College Street on the corner of 9th until 1992. Nope, until 1912, when it was moved to a 50-acre plot in Myers Park. After this move, the Board of Trustees renamed the school Queen's College in honor of a school that had only operated for a year before it was closed by the British Crown. In 1930, it merged with the Chicora College for Women that was located in Columbia, South Carolina. Part of the merger included Chicora selling all of their assets and giving the money to Queens, and Queens would archive Chicora's records relating to all student and staff. From 1930 until 39, this merged school was called Queens Chicora College. Imagine being like, I go to Queens Chicora. Okay.
Right.
I should have looked up why it was named Chicora. In the 1940s, after World War II, men could finally enroll at the college to take classes, but were not allowed to stay on campus. The co-ed evening college was opened in 1948, and in 1988, the school welcomed its first male residential students. The school's name was changed again to what it is today, Queen's University of Charlotte. Dr. Pamela Davies ran the school for 17 years before she retired, and Daniel G. Lugo took over as the 21st president of the college on July 1st, 2019.
Hmm.
In 2020, the board voted unanimously to rename Burwell Hall. This hall had been named after Margaret Burwell, and both of the Burwells, shocker, were enslavers.
Mm.
This name came during an investigation by a task force put together by President Lugo to examine the school's history with slavery. Now,
It's the
this
South.
is North Carolina.
Yeah.
Now, this is not just done because they enslaved people, though it is enough of a reason in my book. But Margaret and Robert were evil, cruel captors. This is well known due to an autobiography written by Elizabeth Keckley titled Behind the Scenes, who had been enslaved by the Burwells until she was able to actually buy her own freedom. But it does end well for Mrs. Elizabeth. She would go on to buy her own freedom, become a well-known seamstress in Washington, D.C., and through that gained a lifelong friend in Mary Todd Lincoln. So, fuck you, Margaret. On September 16th, 2025, Queens and Elon College announced a merger which is set to take place this August. Today, the campus is known as one of the most haunted locations in Charlotte.
Nice.
I didn't actually realize this. Charlotte is thought to be the most haunted city in the state,
Mm.
which is fascinating. Maybe we need to move to Charlotte. There are several spirits said to linger in the halls of this great school, one being the spirit of young Albright Hall. Albright had moved to attend the college in the early 1800s and had begun to make new friends. Over time, she realized she was developing feelings for one of her friends, confessed those feelings to her, and the two began a secret relationship. Sadly, Albright's parents came to visit and found out about the relationship, which in the 1800s, being a lesbian was kind of not great.
Right.
Albright went to her room, cut her wrist, and bled out in her bed, using the last of her strength to write the name Julie in blood on the wall, which was the name of her lover.
Damn.
Albright is now reportedly seen walking around in the halls, usually with blood dripping from her wrist. A few students have claimed to have woken up to find Julie written on their walls, and there are mysterious bumps and noises throughout the night that are also attributed to her.
Hmm.
Another sad legend is about a young man who was attending the school but was extremely unhappy with his life. One night he went out to the courtyard and hung himself from a tree. Now, people walking around the campus have reported seeing the apparition of someone hanging from a tree in the courtyard. It looks so real that people have, in fact, called 911 to report it, but once police get there, there's nothing to be found.
Wow.
That's gotta be real fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
One young freshman claims to have had a terrifying experience in Belk Residence Hall. She had stayed up late studying and decided to take a break to use the bathroom down the hall. As she was using the bathroom, she heard the sound of children playing and whispering as if the voices were coming out of the vent.
Nope.
Why are there children in your college dorm?
Nope.
It was hard to make out the voices as they sounded to be several floors away. Thinking she was stressed and tired from studying, the girl just decided to go to bed. Which, I mean, that does happen. Soon after the girl laid down, however, her desk began to shake. She got up and searched through, hoping to find something that could explain the shaking, but found nothing. Like, what? Were you keeping your vibrator in there, girl? Like, what?
Night terrors.
Mm. She goes back to bed, but is soon awoken by the sound of her desk shaking again. This time, truly freaked out, she attempts to leave her room to get the RA, but as she gets to her door, her lamp flies across the room, almost hitting her in the face.
Oh shit.
Concerned about
Poltergeist.
Concerned about getting glass on her feet, the girl grabs her slippers and puts them on. As she is doing this, she hears a click from behind her and turns around to see the door has been locked.
Oh boy.
No, thank you. I'm just gonna yeet myself out the window. It's fine. The girl goes back to her nightstand to grab her phone to call for help, and as she turns back around, she sees a dead girl staring at her from her closet.
Oh boy.
She didn't have a body, she was just made of bones. Sorry, that's morbid. Ash used to see a lady just made of bones in her body, and
Yeah.
they sing about it. So, yeah, she was just made of bones in her bedroom. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And they say she didn't have no body, she was just made of bones. All it made me think of.
That's funny.
Back in 1913, a woman was working late in Burwell Hall, leaning over her desk when she noticed a woman walk past her open door. Confused because she thought she was the only one there, she went out to the hall to investigate.
Sure.
When she got to the door, the woman turned to look at her and said that she should not be working past 10 p.m. Then she turned away and disappeared down the hall.
Well.
The employee probably didn't think much of that until later when she was locking up. As she did so, she was glancing at the portraits when one caught her eye. It was a picture of Miss Burwell, and she was the same woman that had given her the warning in the hallway.
Oh no.
However, she had been dead for several years at that point,
Right.
which is funny because I was reading one thing and it was like, yeah, people just don't stay there after 10 p.m. anymore. So I guess, I don't know what happens after 10 p.m., but
I
maybe
don't know either.
don't stay in Burwell Hall after 10 p.m. The most famous haunting on campus comes from Morrison Hall, where a young woman named Clara resided. There are various versions of her story, but they all follow a similar plot. Clara had found a newfound freedom while at college and had decided to write a Dear John letter to her boyfriend, who was serving during World War II. For the youngins out there who don't know what a Dear John letter is, it is one girls would send their boyfriends to break up with them, usually while they were overseas fighting a war and often for another man.
Mm.
Not
All right
great.
then.
Yeah, it happened a lot in like World War II and like Vietnam and shit.
Sure.
I'm not sure exactly where the name Dear John came from, but it was quite a common occurrence, which is real fucked up.
Yeah, it is messed up.
But I want to say at the same time, like women couldn't get a credit card until the 1970s, so
Yeah.
it was a different time.
Yeah.
The rub in this case is that her beau never got the letter, as he had already headed back stateside and was on his way to surprise his girlfriend at
Oh no.
school. Well, the surprise was on him when he arrived to find her with another man.
Yeah.
And this is where the story takes different paths. Some accounts say that the boyfriend, in a jealous fit of rage, tied a bedsheet around her neck and threw her over the banister at the back of the stairwell.
Jesus.
Other accounts say that in her grief and shame, Clara jumped over the banister.
Mm.
Whatever happened caused the school to put up a floor to ceiling panel of wood slats that block access to the banister.
Yeah.
And Clara has become a legend around the campus.
Sure.
That may be in part due to the fact that Clara is said to still roam the hall. One assistant dean who had their office in Clara's old dorm room complained of her laptop turning off and on in the middle of meetings. Boy, I'd be like, if you don't quit touching my shit. Another assistant director had his diploma hanging on the wall above his desk, and many mornings he would arrive to find that the diploma had slipped in the frame. This guy claims that he even tried to tape it to the matting and it would still fall
Hmm. She's like, fuck
inside the frame. He claims that once he left Queens and transferred to another school, it never happened again.
wow.
There have
Yeah.
been,
She didn't like that piece of paper.
I guess she didn't. She was like, fuck your school, man. We're at this school. Fuck that school. There have been reports reports of the sound of piano music that is attributed to Susan Little. Susan's husband had donated quite a bit of money to the college, and in return, the music hall was named after his wife. Oh, rich people.
Right.
Um, and what is it? It's like so there's like there's a music thing upstairs. It's called one thing, and then in the basement is like the Susan Little rehearsal hall. I
Uh-huh.
think it's what it's called. And students and staff will hear music, specifically a piano playing, coming from the rehearsal hall downstairs.
Interesting.
But as soon as they go to find, there's nobody down there playing
Hmm.
a piano. Woo. And so the legend endures. In the most haunted city in North Carolina, Queen's University will continue to educate and terrify students for years to come.
Does look kinda like a terrifying place.
It is, but it's also really pretty.
It is pretty, but it's looks dark and dingy.
Well, and I mean, if you think about the history of it being tied back to enslavement and stuff, like,
Yeah,
yeah, and it's Charlotte, so,
yeah.
you know, Charlotte's kinda wild. So what do you think of Queen's University, Bill?
Looks pretty cool. I'd like to go on it.
I would definitely like to. I tried to find if you could go on a ghost tour at the college, but I could not find anything. You can go on, like, a regular tour of the college.
There's a haunted walk for sure
Mhm.
because I found it
Well,
on
you
here,
can
but
take several ghost tours in the city of Charlotte in general because, again, it's the most haunted city in North Carolina.
yeah,
So, yeah, lots of ghost tours. Lots of ghost tours.
sure.
Alright, friends. Well, thanks for joining us for another episode. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We know it's a little shorter, but, it happens.
Yeah.
Uh, we hope you guys have a good week, and we will see you guys later.
Be kind to each other.
Love you, bye.
Love you guys.